Hi guys, this is Chandrasekhar Reddy. Here I am going to show how to install and configure the Java in Windows operating system. So first of all, whether Java is existed in your system or not, just check it. Just click on the Windows button, then type here CMD. Automatically it will select the command prompt. Just here at the prompt, just type the Java or Java C commands. So it is not, these commands are not working. So that means the system is not configured with the Java. So for that, let's check whether Java is installed in your system or not. So I am going to C drive and program files. So I am using Java. Either there is no folder existed with the name of Java. So Java is not installed in our operating system. So just to go to the oracle.com website. There you will find the download section. In the download section, just click on the Java for developers. Here both sections will be available, Java for developers and Java for your computer. Java for your computer means JRE, Java Runtime Environment, and Java for developers means JDK, Java Development Toolkit. So I am going for Java for developers. So we need JDK, right? So here I got the JDK, the latest version. Click on it and then choose which operating system you are using, which version and which architecture operating system. So click on the accept license agreement. Then these are for Linux architectures, and here we got the Windows. So here Windows 32-bit, x86 means 32-bit operating system, x64 means 64-bit operating system. So this is my how to check whether your operating system is 64 or 32-bit. Just click on it and then you will get a my computer option. Just right click on it, take the properties. Here you will get the operating system of type. So here 64-bit operating system. So let's select the 64 operating system. Then it will start the downloads, but automatically have a download version. So directly I am going for the download section. So here I got the Java JDK downloaded file. So this is here you can see x64, that means a 64-bit operating system. So click on S and it is starting. So next, so by defaultly it will install the C program files Java. So it will create one folder directory or folder in the program files. In that JDK will be separately installed. So click on next. It will start the installation procedure. Once finished the installation, you will get a box like close. Then click on the close button. Go to the computer, open the C drive. There you will get a program files, two folders. This is the 32-bit and this is for 64. We have installed 64-bit, so you should go with program files directly. Here you will get a file folder called Java. The Java you will get two folders, JRE, Java Runtime Environment, and JDK, Java Development Toolkit. So go to the bin, just click on the address bar, then select all, just to copy it. So this is the path for Java where Java is existed in our system. So then right click on my computer, then go to properties. In the properties, click on advanced system settings. Here in the advanced tab, go to environment variables. There are two types of environment variables. That is first one user specific and second one system variables. So if you configured in the system variables, that will be accessible by all the users currently existed in our server. And if you configured for the user variables, it will be specific to this particular user only. Here the user is Chandu. So this can be, Java can be accessible by Chandu only. So here I do not have any other users. This is just a personal PC. So that's why I am going with user specific variables. Just paste it where our Java is existed up to bin. Then use the dot. Dot is for current directory. If whenever you want to compile that files, Java files from the bin directory, it can be also accessible there. Or else directly you can give the semicolon. Semicolon for if you want to configure another stuff for the path, just to give the semicolon and then it will make you just use it like that. So that means if you want to configure more than one path, then use the semicolon for separation. So I am just clicking on OK, then click on OK, just close it. Now just enter the Java command. It won't work because this one is already opened command prompt. So this command prompt should not know whether Java is configured or not. But if you open new command prompt, then it will know already you have configured. So automatically it will access your path. So now you got some information about the Java commands and Java C commands. So now we have installed and configured the Java in your Windows operating system successfully.